Alright guys, so check this out. Right behind me, we have Mini-Me. Me? Mini-Me. Deal with it. So yeah guys, it looks like somebody came over and dropped off a little version of myself here. He's so adorable. Look at those eyes. Oh my goodness, I want to eat him up. He's so cute. I don't know who it was that dropped these off, or dropped him off. I assume it was Slipgator. Slipgator is the only one I know of on the servers that actually made these little guys. I believe they're from Open Blocks. But yeah, this one is super adorable. I like him. You know what I could do? I could like take him and like sit him up here. I wonder if he would jump out. It is possible to jump over this, but I wonder if he would see that as like 2 full blocks. Let's grab a safari net and stick him up there. Do we have an empty one? I can use one of these single-use ones, I think. Oh yeah, we got all these. That's right. I had made a bunch of these for moving those sheep. Hey, little buddy. Hey, he's even got my name. Okay, so I'll take you, and we will put you up there, and you can watch over the place. That's awesome. I almost feel like I should have one of these little guys like in every one of these now. Is he gonna be able to jump out? I don't know. Hopefully not, because if he drops, I don't actually know how much health he has. 5 hearts. That's not very much. All right, very cool. Well, we'll just leave him up there. Hopefully he stays up there. Thank you, Slipgator, if you were the one that dropped these off over here. There wasn't a sign saying who it was from, so like I said, I'm just going to assume it was Slip that dropped those off. All right, guys. So today, what I want to do, I want to work on a little bit more of the blood magic stuff. Last episode, we set up our blood altars, and we got them up to the tier 5? Yeah, I think it's tier 5. And then we also set up the Wells of Suffering, and we got a lot of good stuff going on over here. Off camera, I set up this altar with all these runes of sacrifice. I did put in a Well of Suffering underneath this one as well. And as it turns out, these spawners do spawn more than just a couple of witches. There's like 20 down there. If we hit F3, there's 22 right up here. So yeah, we got 22 witches down there. So, yeah, it's a little bit more than what I wanted. I was kind of hoping there'd only be 3 or 4 or maybe 10, not 20. And then we got 20 under each of those, so that's a total of 40 witches. I don't know. I might end up making the spawning room down there a little bit smaller, so there won't be enough space for that many to spawn. We'll see, we'll see. I don't know if it's a big deal right now or not. But, I had these guys going, I had the ritual going, it's turned off now, and then I put our blood orb into the blood altar, and that was filling up our LP network. So if we come over here, we can grab our divination sigil and right click it, and it is 100% full. There's actually like a little thing right here you can see that shows it's full. It's like a little meter that shows you how much is in your network. So yeah, that's really cool. So once that filled up, I decided, you know, it's time. We're not really using the LP. Let's just turn off the ritual, and yeah. So I was also messing around with this altar. You can see here there's the Rune of Dislocation. These got little drops on them. What those are supposed to do is make it so you can pump liquids in and out of the altar quicker. So I wanted to see, hey, maybe we could just have one of these rituals going, and any of the excess blood that's in the altar will get pumped out through this tesseract, and we would put it over here. So I got another tesseract directly below, and then I put some runes of dislocation over here as well. We got 8 of them here, 8 of them on that side. The thing is, even with 8 of those, it goes super, super slow. So I don't think we're going to do that at all. But I wanted to test it out and see how those are going to work. But yeah, I'm not very happy with it. It goes really, really slow. So I'm going to probably just undo all this and replace those back with runes of sacrifice or something along those lines. But anyway, guys, what I want to do today, there is armor in blood magic, the bound armor. I want to check that out. I made a pair of this stuff, I think in Agrarian Skies. I think so. Anyway, that was a long time ago. I don't know if anything's been changed, but I do know we have to make these sockets. So we have to make an empty socket, which requires these weak blood shards, some glass and a diamond. So in order to make like the chest plate, we need 8 of these. So we're gonna need like 36 or 32, something. I can't math. 32 weak blood shards, and we have 13. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to make more of that stuff. We need to mass produce it. I don't think there's any way to do it automatically. I think you can only get those when you actually click a sword. Although maybe an autonomous activator using the bound sword that's bound to me, current owner Hypnotizd, would work. I'll have to try that out. But first things first, we need to get a place where we're actually spawning hostile mobs. Doing that with the Endermen the last time, that worked for a few of them, but I don't want that to be the main way to get them. So what I'm probably going to do is set up some kind of a spawner, I think over on this side. Since we have something over there, let's balance it with something on this side. So I'll probably make a spawner that'll drop, I don't know, zombies or skeletons or something down just enough, bring them to 1 or 2 hearts. I don't think it has to be exact. And then we can use that bound sword to kill them and collect blood shards. So yeah, that's what I want to do. So tell you guys what, let me make a cut. I'm going to build a small little spawner room, and we'll be right back. Okay guys, so there it was, all set to start making a big old spawner, and then I remembered that you can actually duplicate these weak blood shards, and you need to do it with an imbued slate. So we're gonna take these things out, and then I think we also need a master blood orb or higher. Blood, magician, weak. So yeah, I think we'll just use this guy over here. Aha. So our master blood orb, we'll take that out. So this with an imbued slate plus the weak blood. There we go. Now we got a bunch of those. And I wasn't actually sure how many of those imbued slates I had, so I just got done crafting up a full stack of those. So let's go ahead and make a bunch more of these blood shards, just so we never have to worry about these again. Like that. Okay, I just made a whole lot of those. So we're down to 4 imbued slates, which is fine, no big deal. We'll just put those back in here, and I'll put my blood orb back in its little holder over here. Perfect. Okay, so now that we have all these weak blood shards, oh yeah, now that we have all of those, let's go back to our AE system. We'll set up a pattern. Actually, I don't even know if we need to set up a pattern, but I'm going to set up a pattern for these, what are they called? They are called sockets. Couldn't think of that name for a second. So we'll do that, make the pattern. I guess I'll throw most of those weak blood shards into my AE system since we're going to need those for crafting. And we'll just stick that in there. Okay, so I believe we're going to need 24 to make, whoops. We're going to need 24 of these to make all 4 pieces of armor. So let's go ahead and craft those up. I think that looks good. Okay, awesome. So now that we have these empty sockets, we have to fill them full of life essence, and that way we'll be able to craft with them. So next step, I'm gonna have to put those into my blood altar over here and wait for those to fill up. I think it's 4,000 each if I remember correctly. Let's go ahead and set the blacklist here so I won't pull those out. And we'll just throw those in, and I'm gonna wait for those to finish up turning into the filled socket. So once that's done, we'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, so we got all of those sockets crafted. I actually had to make 4 more of these things because we have to make this other item here called a soul armor forge. This is actually the next day. I did take a break from recording. I'm not really going to get into all of that, but yeah, this is the next day, just so you guys know. So what I've done is I've made a whole bunch of these different sigils. You need these guys to put different enchantments or upgrades on the armor. So what we're going to do, let's go ahead and make our soul armor forge here. So we need a magician's blood orb or a master's. I can't remember if, we'll just go ahead and grab the master. I can't remember if the magician is lower than the master's. So let's go ahead and throw that guy right in here. And we need, oh, that's in the center. We're going to need some stone. Grab some of this, some stone. that. No, these go on the cardinal direction. Stones go in the corners. Okay, so there's our soul armor forge. Awesome. We'll go and throw this back in our network. Make sure we keep getting LP coming in there. Okay, so the way this works, yeah, we got a lot of stuff over here. Let's grab a divination sigil and our water sigil. We'll grab a weak blood shard and a master blood orb. Oh, they don't stack, or I guess that one didn't want to stack anymore. So the way this works, you place down your soul armor forge, and then you craft with the filled sockets around it. So we will build ourselves like a helmet in the world instead of putting it into a crafting table. So we have that. Now we need to put like a weak blood shard on here somewhere so it'll allow upgrades. So I'll right click that onto that socket. If we put a master blood orb on this into another socket, that'll prevent this armor from requiring LP to work. So I'll put a water sigil on here, and I believe that's going to allow water breathing. So I'll stick that down here. And then finally the divination sigil, we will put that on there, and that should allow for night vision. Okay, yeah, that put it on there. Okay, so this armor should now be upgraded. If I right click on this, it should craft it. There is another thing though. Let's see. I can't remember what that's called. It's like, it's another blood magic item. It's like sanguine armor, something. I can't remember. Oh, it's right down here. Sanguine. What this is this is the armor that's kind of like with Thaumcraft. So you can put this, you can upgrade your bound helmet with this helmet, and that'll allow you to see. What am I hearing? Oh, I'm hearing something back up, like machines outside my window or whatever. That'll allow you to see like Thaumcraft nodes. It'll give you even a higher V discount. This one right here gives you 6%. The goggles are revealing, I believe, is 5%. But when you combine it onto this armor, it'll give you like an 8%. Okay, we're not going to do that right now. We haven't gotten into Thaumcraft, but when we do get into Thaumcraft later, I'll just go and recreate this. So I just right click on that guy, and now we have a helmet. It says Devilish Protection, so we have a Master Blood Orb, Divination Sigil, Weak Blood Shard, and a Water Sigil. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so let's go ahead and create some other pieces here. So the leggings, I'm going to put Sigil of Magnetism, which will draw in nearby items, Sigil of the Green Grove, which will make plants and stuff grow faster just by us standing next to it, and Sigil of the Whirlwind, which is kind of like a silly item. We don't really need that, but like projectiles that get shot at us will be like cast aside or whatever. They won't hit us. Okay, so we're gonna build ourselves a pair of pants, just like so. So we'll continue this again. So weak blood shard, master blood orb, sigil of the whirlwind, sigil of the green grove, and sigil of magnetism. Nice. So now we got our second piece of armor. Oh yeah. So we could put in a whole bunch more of these things. I'm really not sure if these sigils stack, like these effects stack with each other. For instance, on the body, I'm also going to put on Sigil of the Whirlwind, Green Grove, and Magnetism. I don't really know if we need all that stuff or not. I guess I'll find out. It's not really a huge deal. All of these sigils really aren't that much different. They're not like super expensive. I did make a void sigil to put on the chest plate though. This will prevent void damage. I don't know if that would prevent damage from like that chaos dragon or not. I assume it would have, but I don't know. So whirlwind, green grove, magnetism, fast miner. I believe that gives us the haste effect all of the time. And then lava sigil, which will prevent us from taking fire damage or lava damage, one of the two. Okay, so let's go ahead and build a chest plate. So let's see. It's there. Oops, did I just put a... No, okay. I thought I clicked a socket inside of the socket. I don't think you can do that. Right, so we will start this again. So blood shard, blood orb, void sigil, whirlwind, green grove, I hope those effects stack. If not, it's not a big deal. Magnetism, fast miner, and finally lava. So this one's all filled up. That's got all the things on it. That's awesome. Okay, so that one's done. And then finally, we need the boots. So let's go ahead and just place those down right like this and this. We'll grab our last few sigils over here. We have air sigil, which is like feather falling, and then sigil of haste, which is supposed to give you boost. I can't remember what boost is. I think that's like step assist and things like that. Okay, so last couple times. So blood orb, shard, haste, and air sigil. Nice. So there we go. Now we got our full set of bound armor. So let's go ahead and take this stuff off, and we'll put this stuff on. Ooh, that looks crazy looking. Oh man. That's really cool looking. It's like I got these claws or whatever on my hands, almost like Wolverine or whatever. Oh man, that's cool. Okay, so there is no flight. I cannot fly with this armor. Do I run faster or anything like that? Actually, I think I do walk a little bit faster than without armor on. What effects do I have here? Oh, I got a bunch of stuff on here because of my beacons and all this other stuff. So I do have night vision, speed 2, haste, strength 2. I don't think I had that, and whirlwind. Yeah, I think these are all the effects that I'm getting from the armor. So that's pretty awesome. So I need to grab my angel ring in order to actually fly. And then I don't fly super fast, so I don't know how often we're going to be using this armor, but I did want to go ahead and craft this stuff since this is, you know, part of blood magic, and it is pretty awesome looking, like those beady little eyes coming out. Can I get a closer view? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's like those little beady eyes coming out from above the face mask or whatever. Crazy looking, I like it. Alright guys, so on top of the fact that there's a ritual of binding, there's also a ritual of unbinding. So what the ritual of unbinding does, basically takes the armor that we crafted and it uncrafts it. So we get the sockets back and the upgrades that we put on the sockets. So I just switched my whatever ritual diviner to the ritual of unbinding. I have a bunch of ritual stones on me, and we have a master ritual stone here. So let's go ahead and build this ritual out. I think we should have enough space for it. It looks like it's still building things. I think it's done. Okay, so that's what the ritual of unbinding looks like. So I am going to fill this in. I actually did move our other ritual. I need to grab my builder's one. I did move the other ritual over a couple blocks and down, so it's like level with the ground. I think it looks a little bit better now. Let's see. Yeah, I think these rituals all look a little bit better if you inset them into the ground, so that's why I did that. Alright, there we go. There's the ritual of unbinding. And then this is what the ritual of binding looked like over here instead of the ground one. So now we have another ritual to, you know, balance this out. Ritual of binding and ritual of unbinding over here. So I'm kind of curious how this works. I assume we just throw... Oh, you know what we probably have to do? I bet we have to activate that with the weak blood or activation crystal, which will turn it on, and then we probably have to throw a piece of armor on there. So I'm curious. I'm just gonna throw the helmet on there. The helmet, I do want to have the Thaumcraft stuff on, and we are not there yet in Thaumcraft yet. So I'm gonna recraft this when we get to the... Oh, DMAC died. Oh, weird. Okay. So let's go ahead and do the weak activation crystal right there. Nothing appears to have happened. So if we put the armor on there and... Oh, I have to turn the magnet off. Maybe I have to throw the thing on there and activate at the same time. I'm not entirely sure. Magnet. Off. And... Okay, so throw that on there and click that. Nothing appears to have happened. Okay, so there's more to this than I wasn't aware. Oh, you know what? It didn't place a block over here. Yeah, we are missing a block on this side. So that's 2 blocks away. Guess they just didn't have enough space cleared. Alright, we lost that block. There we go. So now let's try. If I right click on here, a rush of energy flows through the ritual, and then we just threw this on there. Awesome. So lightning strikes. We got 5 sockets. We got the water sigil, divination sigil, weak blood shard, and our master blood orb. So those are the 4 things that we put onto our helmet. So that's great. We can get our pieces back. We can upgrade and change them out over time, should we choose to. But like I said, with the helmet, I do want to get the goggles revealing on there so we can do some Thaumcraft stuff with that helmet. Alright guys, so I went ahead and remade the helmet because, yeah, we can unmake it whenever we want. It doesn't really cost much, if anything at all. I think it might have a small cost to deconstruct the armor, but since we're already automatically filling up our LP, it doesn't really matter. So the one thing I was curious about, I had to right click each one of these pieces, like put on my hotbar, I right clicked it, went into my item slot, and now it says current owner Hypnotizd. So the thing that I'm curious about is the sigil of haste that's on my feet. That is different, right, than the other ones that I have? Yeah, sigil of the fast miner. So I have sigil of haste on my feet, which is supposed to give me boost. Boost is supposed to make it so you can have step assist, so I can walk up blocks. Well, I can't walk up blocks, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Is there some way you have to turn the armor on? I'm gonna try this again. Maybe if I put the boots in my hand, shift right click, does that do anything different? No? I assume there's gotta be like some command somewhere that I'm not aware of for like blood magic, but I was looking in this list here. This is all the different commands. There isn't one for blood magic, so I'm not exactly sure. What's under miscellaneous? Nope. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure if there's a button or something to use to turn this on, but either way, categories alchemical wizardry. This might be it. Key.ping. I'm not sure what ping is. Let's change this to like numpad 9. Okay, so that is 8. Okay, numpad 8. Done, done, done. Numpad 8. Does that do anything? Can I walk up? Nope. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's supposed to give you all the effects. Like, we have all these different not enchantments. We have all these different effects on us right now. The potion effects, but no step assist. So I don't really know what's going on. So if you guys know, let me know in the comments down below what I'm doing wrong. Obviously, I've done something wrong, or the sigil of haste is just broken. I don't know. But yep. That's all we got time for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you did like it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.